Hello boys and girls, my name is Mrs McGuigan and I'm looking forward to you all coming up for your visit to the school from nursery. Now I know that you've been working on this book and the nursery staff gave me this book to have a wee read with you, and it's called The Everywhere Bear, and it's a story by Julia Donaldson, so she wrote the story, and it was illustrated by Rebecca Cobb. So I'm going to read it with you. With her blue pointy shoes and her hair in a bun, Mrs McAllister teaches class 1. That's Ollie and Holly and Josie and Jay, Leo and Theo and April and May, Billy and Lily and little Lee Woo, Daisy and Maisie and Matt, who is new, Hannah Azala, Callum and Claire, Kevin and Beth, and the Everywhere Bear. And here we are here. There's the boys and girls in class 1, and the Everywhere Bear. Where is he? He's up on the shelf. The Everywhere Bear has a home on a shelf, but he doesn't spend very much time by himself. For each boy and girl in the class is a friend, and he goes home with one of them every weekend. On Mondays they carry him back to class 1 and tell all the others the things he's done. Here he is here. He has a bus ride with April, and horse rides with May. He eats burgers with Billy and jelly with Jay, so he's having lots of fun, the Everywhere Bear. With Lee Woo, he's a pirate. With Kevin, he's a king. And Callum and Claire push him high on the swing. He bounces with Bev and does handstands with Holly. He likes playing football with Maisie and Dolly. He always makes dents when he goes home with Daisy. At Lily's, they let him be lovely and lazy. Here we go. All the nice pictures of the Everywhere Bear with the boys and girls. With Leo and Theo, he tinkles a tune. With Hannah Azala, he goes to the moon. With Josie, he whizzes about in a chair. No wonder they call him the Everywhere Bear. One rainy Monday, the new boy called Matt was splashing to school when he spotted a cat. And when he bent over to give it a cuddle, the Everywhere Bear tumbled into a puddle. Just round the corner, a driver called Pete sat in a van painting stripes on the street. Matt got to school and sat down on his chair. He opened his bag and the bear wasn't there. Nobody knew that the poor little fellow, just like the street, had been painted bright yellow. Nobody saw when a river of rain washed him and whooshed him head first down a drain. There he is there. Oh dear. And no one was there when the bear with the stripe, dirty and dizzy, splashed out of the pipe, whoosh, away down into the water. The water was wild and the weather was wet when Jim, Jeff and Jonathan hauled in their net. Waves rocked the boat and a storm filled the air. None of them noticed the Everywhere Bear. Here he is in here, in the net, with all the fish, but no one noticed them. Back in the harbour, Mohammed Hussein lifted the fish off the boat with his crane. "Give me 2 boxes," said old Mrs Bishop, and she carefully wheeled them away to her fish shop. She started unpacking, then muttered, "That's odd. There's a bear wrapped in seaweed between these 2 cod." And she lifted the bear out of the fish box. Out of the fish shop and onto a skip, into a lorry and off to the tip. "Ah," squawked a seagull called Solomon Shriek. "I smell fish," and he picked up the bear with his beak. They flew over treetops and over the town, and the bear saw his school when he dared to look down. Then Solomon perched on the roof of a shop. "This isn't a fish," and he let the bear drop. Then a very kind lady called Bethany Burke picked the bear up on her way into work. Each Friday morning, class 1 paid a visit to one of their favourite places. Where is it? The library. Jay finds a book about stars. Josie finds one about buses and cars. Billy likes aliens and Lily likes lizards. Hannah Azala is keener on wizards. Finally, everyone's chosen a book. They queue at the counter, then Matt cries out, "Look!" April and May and the others say, "Where?" "Behind you, he's there. It's the Everywhere Bear." Then they carry him happily home to Class 1, saying, "Where have you been, Bear, and what have you done?" The bear never talks, but he smiles to himself, and he thinks as he settles back down on his shelf, "I've been in a puddle, I've been down a drain, I've been in a boat and I've been in a crane. I've been in a shop and I've been on a skip, I've been in a lorry, I've been on a tip. I've been in a beak and I've been in the air. No wonder they call me the Everywhere Bear." Here he is here and he looks nice and happy, doesn't he? Sitting with the boys and girls back in Class 1, the Everywhere Bear.